Hello and welcome YouTube family to another video here. My name is ContraTV and today I'm bringing you a pretty cool video. I'm actually using the Cuda with the Underworld camo, and then I also switch over to the cam with haptic camo on it too. So you're going to be able to see gameplays with both of those camos. I know the Underworld is just recently new, and I know a lot of people have enjoyed seeing a lot of gameplays with that camo, and it's pretty sweet. I actually like it a little bit more than Dark Matter just because I like oranges and yellows a lot better than just purples and blues. So anyway, this video is going to actually be including my thoughts, reviews, opinions on what I think and what should be in the new Infinite Warfare gameplay, and kind of what I've seen from the preview reveal trailer this last week, and kind of giving you guys my thoughts on what I felt about the game coming out, and then of course touching on also the COD 4 remastered gameplay that's our game that's also coming out our way come November as well. And so first and foremost, let me go ahead and start out by saying I'm not paid or doing anything like that in terms of all that stuff. I'm very low on the totem pole, so I have no affiliations with this. So you're getting a very honest opinion in terms of what I feel the game needs to have and what I saw that was really good about the game. And so in terms of systems, right, let's talk about the engine that's behind it. And now a lot of people have already told you, which you've probably already seen videos on, is yes, it's using a lot of the BO3 mechanics and systems in the game that you've already been playing for the past year. Is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? Well, I'll tell you that I feel that it's a good thing, and I'll tell you why. Because here we have already mastered a system in which, you know, is pretty hard to get used to. I mean, when this game first came out, it took a couple people just to learn the boosting system. You know, it's a lot different than Advanced Warfare's was. You know, this one has just more of a thruster style versus an actual jumping up and thrusting down and slamming and doing all that kind of stuff. So I actually enjoyed the movement system in this game. I feel that there is a skill gap there, but then there is also a lot of randomness to it too, which can get frustrating at the same time. I know a lot of people in the community also want to get the boots on the ground, but I think what they did to solidify that piece was to have COD 4 Remastered come out. So I think that's kind of where they save their butts in that area. So it's like, if you don't like this game coming out, then hey, go ahead and play this game. And so that's, I think, how they interpreted that type of situation in terms of giving you guys best bang for your buck in both terms of having boots on the ground and then obviously having thrusters. And so as far as the overall just setting of the game, I don't really mind space as long as it's got good hit detection. You know, it's got bullet registration that's really good, and the connectivity is really good. Infinity Ward has always notoriously been good for good bullet reg, and so that's why I'm looking very, very hopeful in terms of when this game launches, because they do have great connectivity most of the time. It's going to be buggy and laggy, of course, in the first couple days and maybe even week, just because there's going to be so many people online, so they have to be able to get these networks and everything down to par and making sure that everyone can move fluidly. So in terms of that is concerned, bullet registry, connectivity, matchmaking, all of those things are just vital pieces in order to make a good Call of Duty. It's bare necessities, kind of like in any Call of Duty or any first-person shooter. In order to be able to have your bullets hit and feel good, got to have connectivity. So that's first and foremost what I think needs to definitely be apparent in this game. As far as what I don't want to see in this game is definitely this first one, and that is from just coming from a pub stomping perspective. A lot of my pub stompers out there are going to really agree with me on this one, is no skill-based matchmaking. We cannot go through what we did in terms of Advanced Warfare. If there's any type of skill-based matchmaking, it will ruin this game, I promise you that. And so kind of to let you guys know what skill-based matchmaking is essentially will matchmake you against people of your skill level. So if I'm running, like in myself, I have a 5, I think close to a 5 KD or even have a 5 KD, that means I'm going to be going to guys of that type of caliber or even higher than that. And so yes, does that give you a challenge? Does that do all that? Yes, it does. But I'm not here to have a challenge. If I wanted to do all that, I would go play UMGs, game battles, and I mean, I might do that later on, but right now what I'm looking for is higher kill gameplays, nuclears, entertaining gameplay, and that's what you need in order in terms of just giving you that type of feel to it. And so that's first and foremost. We cannot have skill-based matchmaking. So those guys over at Infinity Ward, please do not put that in the game if you guys are even hearing or even listening to this at this point. But anyway, another big thing that I do not want to see is, which I think we are going to get a little bit of, is just those kind of BS kill streaks and kind of BS tacticals and lethals. And so far that I've seen, they have that gravity bomb or gravity grenade or whatever it's called, in which you can actually, it's a warp, and where you can get warped into it, and even yourself can get warped into it. And so I feel that just in watching the gameplay from this week, I feel that there's way too many lethals and tacticals that are super overpowered, and pretty much what they're doing is forcing you to want to use one of those. And so if people are just going to spam those, or can use a was it double tacticals or double lethals, and people are just going to throw those things all over the place, and you're just going to get killed off good streaks and things like that. So that's one thing I want to either see nerfed or taken out before launch. I know we got the October 14th beta coming out, so hopefully they'll learn that stuff before the actual game comes out. So that's definitely first and foremost. But good things that I want to see come out of the game that I saw so far was the tactical nuke, baby. Hell yeah, the tactical nuke is coming back, but there's a certain spin and a twist to it, and so I kind of like it. It's a variation in terms of how you have to have a weapon variant, and I guess the way that you craft your weapon in terms of how you get that certain perk on your gun. Now they're saying commons, rares, and all this other stuff as far as in terms of how you get them, and so which obviously leads to everyone thinking that there's going to be supply drops in the game. And so if there are supply drops, it sucks, but you know what, guys, at this point they need to make their money, and they want their money, and there's no other way. There's nothing we're gonna be able to protest to get over that. So I think right now we're just gonna have to suck it up if it is to be even a supply drop. I hope it's earned, which I think it should be earned, because you know, if you're a skillable player and you're good at the game, you should be rewarded for being good. If you're not, then unfortunately you just kind of hang on for dear life, and hopefully you get something sooner or later. I mean, I just don't know what to say. I mean, I just don't feel like catering to bad players is a good thing. I mean, I know that you have to have a balanced community, but you know, if you're bad, then you have to play the game to get better. I mean, it's simple as that. Practice makes perfect. So that's kind of how I feel about in terms of what I've seen so far. As far as pros, the bullet registration, like I mentioned before earlier in the conversation, I think that if you have good bullet reg, it's going to make this game so much fun. The connectivity, if it's crisp, you know, all those types of things are just vital pieces to Call of Duty. And so Infinity Ward has never let me down ever since I've played Modern Warfare 2. They've had the best systems in the game, so I have high hopes for that piece. And so, like I said, guys, this is just a little overall what I feel that should be. I know it has not a full in-depth. The kill streaks look pretty good. I'm kind of interested in seeing how they're all going to come together. It was like a Lodestar Reaper style kind of one that I saw was pretty neat. The advanced UAV looks kind of weak. I don't think it's going to be in terms of how strong as a hater is, but hopefully it'll be enough if you have a good party or team with you that you guys can spam them. Hopefully it makes it a little bit more brighter and thicker and stuff to be able to determine what's going on in it. And so, like I said, guys, I'm kind of wrapping up the end of this commentary. I think I get a nuclear. I think I've already gotten a nuclear in this game. I used the purifier, which is super fun to use, especially when you're kind of controlling the spawn points. And as you guys can see, this is another uplink gameplay over on Infection, I believe it is. And so, like I said, guys, if you guys haven't already, please make sure to subscribe, like the video, get this thing out there, and kind of just let everyone know what my reviews and opinions are. You know, drop a comment on what you guys think about Infinite Warfare and also COD 4 Remastered. I don't really touch on that much, but I think the game is going to be good. We already kind of know what we're getting with that. The inspection of the guns is pretty neat, kind of gives that CSGO look to it, so it's super cool to see. But super excited for that game as well. Super, right? But anyway, guys, I think this gameplay is going to be coming to an end here pretty shortly. Like I said, I'm just so excited to be able to get back on this YouTube grind. This is, I believe, the third video that I'm going to be putting out here, and trying to keep up with daily uploads, and you guys are going to be my motivation in order to determine to keep that going. So hope you guys are enjoying the content. Like I said, ooh, watch this. Boom, baby. I said triple with the C4. That was nice. Anyway, like I said, guys, thankful so much that you guys have been tuning into the video. Like I said, drop the subscription. Into more entertaining gameplays. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments below. I'll help you in any way that I can. Hope you guys have a good rest of the day. And remember, invest in me, and I invest in you. And welcome to the Contra crew. Thank you so much, guys. Hope you guys have a good day. Bye-bye.